game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now a 2nd and 6.
7 Pirates. 19 tight. Hurt. Right there, hurt. Go.
From the gun, it's Hooker. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly senses run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
From the gun, Bigsby. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Take Bigsby with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jags take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. Nice little nifty play for them there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Pickett going to bootleg it. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on it. There you hope that you get your defense going one.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Johnson. There he goes, right side. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
The certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's a give to Bigsby. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Another run by Bigsby. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
3rd and goal. Here's Hooker. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey already? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
In motion right is Austin. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Pickett. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, good for 16 and a 1st.
And this may be the one to build on right here. It's the 2nd quarter. They've got nothing on the scoreboard as of yet. They need to put something together, and this is a good start as they get the completion there for good yardage and a 1st down.
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Austin, the man in motion left. Pickett will look to throw it here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Oh, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
At the Jaguars' 35-yard line.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Harris running straight ahead. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They run again with Harris. And caught it up. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours because he's
And he's in! Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Najee Harris with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Steelers are back within a score. Extra point attempt to come here. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Jaguars 10, Steelers 7.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Okay, ready?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hand.
They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the play. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tank Bigsby with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars are once again back in front. Butker now to add the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Well, let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you hit a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat, but if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going? Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Pickett sets up play action. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
They go play action. Here's Hooker. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
But you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Now a handoff to Bigsby. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tank Bigsby on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So what a first half that he has had running the football. That now 3 touchdown runs.
And I would anticipate that when they get down in the red zone, he's going to get more chances as this game goes on. And I think that the guys blocking for him are going to ask for him to get more chances. They like the rhythm they've developed.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's one deep for Pickens.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Jags force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's studying and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working.
On the ground with Bigsby to start the drive.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Hooker's going to throw it.
Just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
2nd down, here's a run with Bigsby.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
Hey, check that. Street. Go.
Here's Hooker to throw it.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Panther Street. Ready.
Now Hooker.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
On the carry, Bigsby
dances by him. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Here's Hooker.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Steelers 14.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
And Bigsby once more. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Check smash, check smash. Big lion.
Third down, Hooker looks to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A run here with Bigsby. Fights loose. He's still on his feet. 152 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. A carry here for the big tight end. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Focus after that run isn't how many yards they gained. It's that they gained a first down, and they've been running it well all game long.
And they run the toss to Bigsby. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Off play action. Here's Hooker. Touchdown! A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Pickett. He finds Austin complete.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Rolling to his right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Yasir Abdullah making the stop.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd and 6. Going to run the toss here to Harris. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Jaguars 31, Steelers 21.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Ready.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's Bigsby. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Boy, 175 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. Hooker to throw on 1st and 10. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
60 Eagles.
Hooker now off play action. And this one is incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Hooker. Short pass to Howard. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here is 3rd down and 4. They'll run again with Harris. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
I was used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge 3rd down conversion. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. It's Pickett again. Setting up the screen, Harris. Now he's into the clear again. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
Where's the contain there? And yes, that's a question because that was just a simple drop-off, but he hits the Jets, and all of a sudden, the seas part in front of him. A huge result there to flip the field and what was a fairly innocuous play call.
It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Harris. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Here now, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, Pickett. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one.
Down the numbers. There he goes. He's got a full head of steam. The race is on. Touchdown, Jaguars. Take Bigsby, 96 yards. And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, They're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Pickett to throw on first down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Dialing up another pass here. Pickett. And my goodness, another interception. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly